Hello everyone, and welcome to Play It Forward, the show where I, Tom, go through my collection and pull out all of the sealed games to open them and then send them back out into the community with you guys. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're back again, welcome back. I have to say, it's been a week since I posted the intro video, and I am thoroughly overwhelmed with the reaction and support that you guys have shown me. We got over 100 subscriptions within the first week and 700 plus likes. And I think that's incredible. I really was expecting maybe 10 tops. Already off to a great start in my opinion. So being that I'm in such a good mood from all the positive reaction that I've been getting, positive feedback on the channel, I figured I would go through my games and see if I could find a game that made me really happy back in the day and still sort of holds up by today's standards of gaming. And I think I found the game. So without any further delay, I present to you in all its glory, Moto 2 for the PlayStation 1. Now, this game, for those who do not know, is a hover bike game where you race against other hover bikers, and it's really not any more complicated than that. It's great. The game's a whole lot of fun. It came out on Halloween 1997, so as of a week or so ago, it is officially 22 years old. The game is great. It's a ton of fun. It looks great. It sounds great. I do prefer the first game over this game, but there's a caveat to that. The first game came out, and my friend Martin had it. Shout out to Martin, if you're watching. And he had PlayStation back then, I didn't. And we would play it all the time, and I was completely blown away. The game had such a great feel to it. The physics for the game were incredible. You would fly over these little hills, and even if you were only a little bit above the ground, it gave you this sensation almost that you were just sailing through. The graphics looked almost like Twisted Metal, if you're familiar with that early PlayStation style of graphics, but it was very clear, much more clear than Twisted Metal was anyway. Even today, if you play the game, it looks really great. Very wide open views, you could see what was coming at you, the hills in the background, Easter Island heads, trees. It was great. Not that many levels in the game. I think there might have been 10, but they were all pretty solid. It had really cool music, surfer music, I think was a lot of it. And the tracks felt appropriate, when you're going down this crazy icy mountain one, it's like a rock track, and then when you're on the beach, it was kind of like the surfer track. So it was always just a good time, very immersive and very fun. And it had split screen multiplayer, which is something that doesn't exist anymore for some reason. I miss the old days. Anyway, this game actually came out a year after that, but I didn't even know about it because I didn't get a PlayStation until I was about 13, and that was in 99. So I got my PlayStation, and I was so happy to be playing Moto in my own living room instead of Martin's, and then I heard there's a sequel. So I rushed out, got it, brought it home, only to find out, while the graphics do look better, and the game had a little more personality, I would say, the tracks felt like they were missing something to me. They were all bigger, but you would race down these long, they were longer tracks, but you would race down these corridors that nothing was really going on, inside almost like a cave, but it was just a brown track. And then you would go out over a swamp, and there was a tree arbitrarily placed. I wasn't particularly in love with that part of the game. All of these issues, personal issues with the game levels aside, somebody at the studio must have felt similarly when they were either testing or developing the game. So they included all of the original 10 levels from the first Moto. It's unlockable via code, and it's really, really awesome to have those levels plus the option to play the newer ones if you want. That would be the only reason that I would recommend this game over the first game. The music in this game isn't quite as good. The graphics do look better, but the physics aren't quite as good. I think IGN, interestingly enough, had said that the physics had been improved in this version of the game, or the sequel rather. I disagree with that. I think EGM or GameSpot, one of the other ones, actually said that the physics felt worse to them, and they definitely felt worse to me. The sensation of flying and stuff wasn't quite there as much as the first game, but that's my personal opinion. Clearly there was a discrepancy even amongst professional organizations. So there is one track from this game that I do prefer this version of the game for, and it's the last level. It's actually a level where there's heaven and hell, kind of together. You start in like the sky and it's playing classical music, like instrumental, and then all of a sudden you start going down and there's like clouds. You go through the clouds and it's fire, lava, rock music. It's really badass and it's a ton of fun to play. Having that in there is a huge plus over the first game and all the other options. And again, it does have split screen multiplayer, which should come back. If anybody's watching this that can make that happen, please bring it back. Other than that, yeah, the game, I just fired it up. It looks great. It still plays great. I would play it right now if I still had friends that could play anyway. So now that we talked about all that, let's talk about the actual packaging of this game. It is in fact sealed. It has that squeaky, shiny plastic that was over the jewel cases of the PlayStation games back then with the little folds at the top and the bottom. There are no breaks in the case. In fact, and when I say breaks, I mean breaks in the seal, and the case is in really fantastic shape. It doesn't look like it was ever taken out. The hang tab on the back even has the middle piece still in it, so it wasn't hung up or even turned up at all. And it has the PlayStation factory seal right on the top of the case, the one that's under the plastic. I guess the people at Montgomery Ward, whatever that store is, didn't feel the need to put this sucker out. Maybe somebody forgot about it, but that's okay because now it's ours. We're going to open her up. All right, here we go. We're going to open this guy up right now. Okay. I did like that these old packaging used to have that little piece that ran around to help facilitate in opening it. They should put those back in. See, there we go. Look at that. Okay. So that is off. It's stuck to my fingers. And we're going to peel that off the bottom. Hear that crispy plastic? Mmm. Turtle's worst enemy. There we go. And now we just have to open this seal right here, which is about as fun as it looks, everybody. Oh. It's been so long since I've opened one of these. It's so much fun. Wow, look at how nice it is. Ah, I don't want to get thumbprints on it. Okay, so it is officially out of its sealed prison, and we are going to take a look at the game inside. Look at how nice and crispy that is. So I'm going to... The reg card fell out, but it is here. And the manual. See if I can take that out without compromising the integrity here. Okay. Just putting that down there for a second. Well, it's freshly printed glory almost. It even smells good. It's probably toxic, whatever that smell is. And then we have the game, and there is no blemishes. It is brand new, and it will be yours. Well, that was exhilarating. I had a lot of fun opening up a PlayStation 1 game again. Brought back memories. It's been a while. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Play It Forward and that you keep coming back to watch me destroy my sealed collection for you guys. If you haven't already done it, please subscribe to the channel, like or dislike the video, and please leave a comment so that I can read it and then have anxiety about it all week. I will pick a random subscriber commenter. I'm thinking like a week after the video posts. I haven't clarified that before, but about a week after the video posts, I will get in touch with you, and you will then receive this copy, this exact copy in the mail, again free of charge, my gift to you. Thank you again for stopping in. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and remember to play it forward. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Play It Forward. I see you smiling behind the camera, Craig, and it f***ed me up, so please cut. Damn it. That takes... You can't be...